I speak, I'm going to ask the white Americans in the room to please repeat after me. On behalf of myself and on behalf of my country. To you and all African Americans. From the beginning of our nation's history. In honor of your ancestors and on behalf of your children. Please hear this from my heart. I apologize. The depth of the evils that have been perpetrated against Black people in America.
I'm tired of seeing people suffer. I'm tired of the inequality. And you ought to give a too.
If I sound really angry when I have a heavy energy right now when I make this TikTok, I can't help it. In one of the parts, it talks about a law that was passed. It was passed as a result of slave owners that beat their slaves to death because they didn't follow instructions.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. So guys, in today's video, I want us to watch this video. It is an apology video from the white folks. They have decided to come out and apologize. They are asking for forgiveness towards Black people for their action that their ancestors they did towards Black people during slavery. We know what Black people they went through during slavery. We went through forced slavery. Majority of them, they lost their life during slavery. And right now, the white folks, they are coming out and asking for forgiveness for what their ancestors they did. So kindly guys, watch this video, then I'll be back with more comment.
I'm tired of what my people have done, what they continue to do. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of seeing people suffer. I'm tired of inequality. And you ought to give a too.
Hey friend, white guilt and shame is a problem that white people experience because they cannot tolerate stressful situations, and they especially cannot tolerate situations where they're confronted about white supremacy or about race. So it's a form of dirty pain, which Menachem describes in his book, which is a type of pain where we are sitting in our wounds and refusing to heal them. So we are becoming cruel or violent. We are running away. We are just emotionally disassociating ourselves. And all of this creates more dirty pain. So white guilt and shame is a way that white people reassert their right to be white by just processing trauma and pain and tension and conflict instead of confronting the reality that white supremacy is just deadly poison.
If I sound really angry when I have a heavy energy right now when I make this TikTok, I can't help it. Something happened in Texas, in a Texas school, elementary school to be exact. Just happened as the school was getting ready for its school year. And teachers and admin were hanging up all kinds of welcoming posters and stuff on the walls. One of the posters was a picture of two hands holding on to each other. It didn't show the children, just their hands hanging on to each other. One was a black hand and one was a white hand. And some parents called and complained and said that that was politicizing and that it needed to come down. And the trustee of that school on the school board said, I agree. That's politicizing and that needs to come down. The picture of a black child and a white child holding hands needed to come down. I want everybody to pause for a second and think about this. And when this trustee was asked, well, what about all of the Bible verses that are now being hung around this public school? Isn't that politicizing? She refused to answer. I highly recommend, if you have not found on TikTok, conveniently, an 8-part presentation by Dr. Joy Angela DeGroy. I hope I said her name correctly. And it's called The Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. I highly recommend you take the time to watch it. In one of the parts, it talks about a law that was passed. It was passed as a result of slave owners that beat their slaves to death because they didn't follow instructions. Do you know how hard it is to beat somebody until they die? What kind of rage has to be inside that person, and how much they are dehumanizing that beautiful soul in front of them? They passed a law that said, should this happen, that a slave not follow instructions and they are beat to death by their white slave owner, that slave owner cannot be held responsible. They cannot be convicted. They cannot be charged. They cannot be made to feel bad whatsoever because it was 100% the slave's fault. Okay? Do you want to know why I'm bringing that up? Because when you take a look at all these white nationalist evangelical Republicans today, including those on Moms for Liberty taking over these school boards, and you see their coldness, the steel coldness in their eyes when people come in and cry and plead and try to have fruitful conversation and get them to see the error of their ways when they behave like this, it's because according to Dr. DeGroy, most of the beatings until the slaves were killed were by white women beating black children to death. I want you to take that in so you understand, everybody understands what we're really dealing with here. There's not just segregation being attempted here. There's segregation reverting back to the kind of dominion white evangelicals had over every person with any kind of pigment. Okay? That's what's happening. So whatever was in those women's cold, dead hearts when they sat there beating these black children to death for not following instructions, that kind of DNA, whatever that evilness is what has infected the white evangelical Republican movement today. I said what I said.
Why is it that white folks support anti-blackness, race, and white supremacist culture in so many goddamn ways? Why is it that we support it through our silence, our defensiveness, our denial, that code of silence? Let's not talk about it. Let's ignore it. All that gymnastics, that defensiveness, the anger, the passive aggressiveness, the stereotyping, the overt, covert racism, all the that we do, the gaslighting, all that we do as white people. Why can't we just leave black people the alone? Why? Because we were taught that. It's our culture. White supremacist culture is American culture. It's European culture. We see ourselves as overseers. We ourselves as entitled to control and judge black people. White Americans wanted, back in the day, we demanded black people be segregated, right? So we segregated. Black people said, okay, great, we're going to make our own. They started doing great. What did we do? We burned their communities down to the ground. And you got to sit in your silence? You ought to be ashamed of yourself for not giving a every single one of you that can't talk about it, that spews narratives, stereotypes, denial, gaslight. That's not their reality. Telling black people what the they should think, feel, do, be. You do better. Reject your training, your indoctrination. Question your own goddamn morality racially for once in your life. I'm tired I'm tired of what my people have done, what they continue to do. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of seeing people suffer. I'm tired of inequality. And you ought to give a too.
This is my last message addressed to the people of South Africa. I, without qualification, apologize for the pain and the hurt and the indignity and the damage that apartheid has done to black, brown, and Indians in South Africa. I do so not only in my capacity as the former leader of the National Party, but also as an individual. My conversion, to which I refer, didn't end with the admission to myself of the total unacceptability of apartheid. It motivated us in the National Party to take the initiatives we took. From the time that I became leader of the National Party, and more specifically, during my presidency. The road forward is a difficult one. But I firmly believe that if we take hands, and if all the reasonable people in South Africa put their heads together, we can overcome the challenges we face, and we can fulfill the tremendous potential that South Africa has.
I speak, I'm going to ask the white Americans in the room to please repeat after me. On behalf of myself and on behalf of my country. To you and all African Americans. From the beginning of our nation's history. In honor of your ancestors and on behalf of your children. Please hear this from my heart. I apologize. Please forgive us. With this prayer, I acknowledge the depth of the evils that have been perpetrated against Black people in America.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video, an apology video from the white folks coming out and asking for forgiveness for what their ancestor they did towards black people during slavery. And for guys, I just want to react and to also put my comment on this apology from the white folks. For me, I always tell the white folks before coming out and asking for apology or asking for and sending apology or asking for forgiveness towards black people, the first step that you guys need to do, it is first of all to pay black people their reparation. We are having some of the countries till now they have not yet received their reparation, and we all know what our black people they went through during slavery. So for you, before coming out and asking for forgiveness, first of all you need to pay the black people their reparation for those countries until now which they have not yet received their reparation. You need to pay them their reparation, and also the second thing is you need to return the precious thing that you stole during slavery in Africa and also in some countries in the Caribbean. You guys, you have our precious thing from here in Africa. You guys, you have the precious thing from the countries in the Caribbean, Jamaica, Haiti. You guys, you have their precious thing in your museum. And also when we black people we are going to the to your country in the museum, you guys you ask us to pay, you want us black people to pay so that we can see our precious thing which you guys you stole from here in Africa in your museum. You can imagine, you guys you want us to pay money to you in your country so that we can see the things that you stole from us. So these are the first things that you guys you need to do before apologizing to the black people, the black community, because we cannot just forgive you like that and we assume everything it is okay. No, first of all, return those precious things, return our things that you stole from here in Africa, and also you need to pay black people their reparation. We have been asking for this reparation for years, you can imagine. We are having some of our family up to date. They are still they are having the scars of what happened. They are having the scars of the slavery. These people, they are having their memories, what happened to their grandfather, what happened to their ancestor during slavery. And also, you guys, you forced so many black people into forced slavery. These people, they were not willing to go. These people, they were forced. You guys, you forced them, you took them away from here in Africa to your country, to the United States, to some countries in the Caribbean. First of all, return everything, and then we can forgive you guys. Or the black people, the black community, also you can comment down below. Is this the right way of these white folks coming out and asking for forgiveness without returning our things, without paying us the reparation? No, these people, before coming out and asking for forgiveness, they need to pay. They need to pay, first of all, reparation, return our things so that we can forgive them. You know, I've been telling you that right now, the white folks, they are fearing us black people. The reason why they are fearing us black people, it is because the black people population, it is growing. Each and every day, black population, it is growing, while their population, it is decreasing. Go and check the white folks, their population. Their population, it is decreasing each and every day, while the black people population, it is increasing each and every day. So because of that, they have started fear as black people. And also, we black people, we are now being smart. We are now leaving the brain of slavery. We are now coming out of slavery. We know what we want. We know what it is the best thing. These people, they have been trying to brainwash. They have been trying to divide us black people. But right now, we are coming together. We are uniting. And that's why these people, they have started fearing us black people. That's why they want us. They are now asking for forgiveness. Where were they for those 100 years that it has passed, for those years that it has passed after slavery? Then they should come along before that to come and apologize. Why now they are coming now to apologize? It is because they have seen we black people, we are becoming strong. We black people, we are now so many. Black people right now, we are the majority in this world. Yeah, we are not the minority, we are the majority. In each and every country that you will go, you must find a black person. So because of that also, they are it makes them to feel like their population, it is dying, and the people who are coming now, it is the black people. So everything bad which they have been doing to the black people, they have now come out to ask them for the for forgiveness. And for me, I can tell you black people that these people, before accepting their apology, they need to return all those things. They need to pay us our reparation, and they will need to stop all these racism that they are doing to the black people. These people, they are the ones who introduced racism, colorism. These people, they are the ones who divided us black people. They are the ones who divide all, even in our country. They are the ones who divided Africa. Africa, it was one country. And these people, they're the ones who came and divide. These people, they're the ones who come and tell us black people that we need to embrace white people. But right now, we have now started to know what it is good to us black people. We have started to know our history. So these people right now, they are fearing us black people. So kindly guys, we can talk more on the comment section. Also, you can tell me, we black people, should we forgive them? Should we forgive them before them returning our precious thing, before them coming, before them paying reparation? No, you can tell us. Let's communicate in the comment section, and you can also give your thoughts on the comment section to see if we can accept this mouth apology without action. This is apology without action. This is they're asking for forgiveness without any action. Should we accept this, or they need first of all to return our things and pay us our slave reparation? So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you on my next one. Bye bye.